Now let's read a really interesting article. Austria is the most corrupt country in Europe. Saturday, June 2019, 4:15 p.m. It's an article of Radio 1 Holland NPO. Austria is gripped by Ibizagate, a corruption scandal surrounding former Vice-Chancellor Heinz Christian Strache. It's a potent mix of corruption and Austria. Austria is one of the most corrupt countries in the European Union, says Caroline de Gee, European correspondent for NRC Handelsblad or De Kelder and Company. There is a situation in Austria where politics and government are completely intertwined, observes Dr. De Kelder. Jobs are handed out, people are bribed. I think Austria is one of the most corrupt countries in the Union right now, says de Gruyter. And it's been that way for a long time, historically rooted. In Austria there were always just two parties, constantly at the odds with each other. After the chaos of a civil war, which may be coming soon again, and two world wars, those parties agreed to do everything in consultation and divide the spoils. So if one party got to appoint the mayor of Vienna, the other party would get a high position in Europe, says Caroline de Gee. That kind of pattern naturally makes people very susceptible for corruption. The FPO, a newer third party, always wanted to break through this system, but when they came to power a year and a half ago, they did exactly the same thing. They flushed out all the socialists from the government and the civil service and handed those jobs to their own people. De Gruyter explains, in Austria they also say you are more loyal to your party than to your own boss. Russian spies. Austrian also has a huge connection with Russia, notes Dr. De Kelder. I read that there are as many as 850 Russian diplomats in Vienna. That's a lot. What's going on there? Russia and Austria do indeed have very close ties. This has been the case since the Second World War, De Gruyter responds. They stayed for 10 years after the war and only left after Austria promised to remain neutral. So, for example, it wouldn't join NATO. Because Austria was neutral, Vienna became packed with international organizations, NGOs. This makes it easy to use diplomacy as a cover for espionage. Austria has always been a corrupt country with close ties to Russia. There are also a lot of Russians in Vienna, and much of the real estate goes to the Russians. Does that mean that Dutch intelligence services need to be cautious with Austria because everything goes straight to Russia? The host asks. Yes, when it comes to sensitive information that might involve Russia or Russian spies, Austria is excluded by the AIVD, Holland's military intelligence, De Gruyter answers. Now, I'm gonna comment a little bit. Now, me, in 2025, Christoph Lioris, I am being sued for claiming in 2022 Austria illegally abducted me with an illegal issued arrest warrant 27 ST 90/22S with false accusations without any proof and judges systematically making any mistake possible to deny me a fair defense or a fair trial, a lawyer or even my embassy, while defaming my name with knowing lies in the mainstream media. All because I accidentally reported to police a sick Austrian satanic Epstein Diddy style sex trafficking and extortion network in Austria, where I knew one of the girl's victims and who was reaching out for help. Although Austria refuses to investigate this case already 3 years, I am being sued with a slap lawsuit in 2025 because I claim with lots of evidence The court of grass was very crooked in my case in 2022. Again, 27 ST 90/22S. The judges committed perjury. They violated human rights, destroyed evidence of my innocence, and had a foreign national abducted with a crooked European arrest warrant which denies all principle of law. Also in the same court where Pilnacek, his wife, was supreme judge, where there were serious corruption allegations against, similar as the ones I made in 2022, of elites claiming to be above the law and untouchable, while forcing girls in prostitution and trafficking narcotics and extorting in a large number of Austrian influential people. Minister Alma Z refuses already 3 years to investigate this atrocity. She has then also ties to the Gewaltschutzcentrum, the NGO, suing and funding these lawsuits against me, and TK, the representative of this lawsuit, of this NGO funding this. And I can prove that they all very well knew I was innocent. This is proven by recordings made by MB, not by me like they try to accuse, with TK, the representative of the NGO, while I was in prison, where the woman who falsely accused me under pressure of her handlers was begging the help of the woman funding the illegal lawsuit against me, TK from the NGO Gewaltschutzcentrum, because they wanted to sabotage another investigation where I was the whistleblower, the palmenhaus scandal from 18 Augustus 2022 and 23 Augustus 2022 in Austria. Austrian judges Nora L., Andreas L., Andreas R., Daniela Z., Michaela L., Michael S., Gewaltschutzcentrum and the representative Terry K., and the Minister of Justice Alma Z. have all a lot of explaining to do for the 3 years they are covering this all up and their criminal actions. This crime will not be forgotten, and all the people above better start looking for new jobs. You want proof? Check out my videos and documentaries on the Palmenhaus Scandal 2022, or read my books The Palmenhaus Scandal 2022 or The Austrian Criminal System, explaining this entire atrocity, which you can order on bravenewbooks.com. Thank you for listening. Please like and share this video, and let's wake up as many people as we can. We all know these people are all members of the same club and the same cabal, and it's just time that everybody opens their mouth and not more looks away. The crimes they are committing, they are horrific. And this is not more just corruption of putting a little bit money in their pockets. They are playing with the health and lives of us and our children. For this, it's time everybody starts to tell the truth and refuses to play along. I applaud the people in France, and I applaud the people in England opening their mouth and standing up for justice. Download X, support Elon Musk in his struggle for free speech, subscribe to Real Alex Jones and Infowars.com for tomorrow's news today.